Let me shift my. Hi guys, welcome back to our live stream. Oh my god, I want to say welcome to our YouTube channel. Okay, let's go again. Hi guys. Hey, my Mr. Man, go and close. Do you clean the face? Yes, I think I cleaned the face. It's not good. I can see the bank on live today. You know, so I feel like on live today. You know, so I feel like because I'm meeting today, maybe that's why. Yeah, because we're still going to be coming on live meeting. yeah. Like maybe because that's why. Yes. Like maybe because that's why. Because we're only taking like snacks. Yeah. So we're gonna first sing our intro song, and as you guys can see from the title today, we're gonna. Hello, ma. We are on live. We are on live. It's not even like. Okay. I know that it was going to be so bad. It's getting a little bit better. It's so bad as you can see. Like it's very glitchy. Yeah. You guys just listen to our voice. If you guys can hear us. Loud it. Let me see if you can hear our voice. Yeah, talk. Hi guys. I know that was going to be so bad. Okay. I think our voice is more clearer. So you guys just listen. Take this one as a audio podcast. Yeah. Take this as an audio podcast because right now the server is so bad. But because we actually take some break for like 4 days, right? Yeah, 4 days. For like 4 days. That was how we are determined to come on live this night. If not for that, we wouldn't have come live to come on live tomorrow. Postpone it to tomorrow. So but we just to come, to come and chat with you guys. Hopefully we'll try to come on live, I think in the middle of the night. For some while, maybe like around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. ish. Yeah. I feel like it's been a long time we've come on live around that time. Yeah. And I feel like that's the time that we mostly have our own like audience. Yeah. Because every time we've been coming on live around 9 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m., 6 a.m., we hardly have like our active subscribers online. So we'll try and be coming on live around maybe in the middle of the night. Nice. Though maybe. It falls on our own time in the middle of the night. Probably our audience are like in the morning, afternoon, or night, or in the evening. Yes. Yeah. So, but we're just like we needed to come on live today, to chat with you guys, so you guys can see our beautiful faces and. Well, I'm sure I don't know if you guys can see our beautiful because from this place I cannot even see it very well. Yeah. Because the network is very very bad. So you guys can just listen to our voice because it's very bad there. So as you guys can see. So I think the next is because sometimes we did that like it's always more bad. It's always more better. Like I mean, like sometimes I don't think it's that better when it comes to nights like this. Yeah. Especially because right now the time is 9:18 p.m. So the network kind of like it kind of gets into like disadvantage. So only once in a while we get lucky. I'm trying to get a Wi-Fi. A stable Wi-Fi. Yeah. A stable Wi-Fi. I feel like because the network that we're using, maybe that was why our so if we get Wi-Fi, maybe the network might be more good. Hopefully, that's what we think. So until we get so let's just chat with you guys for some while. But that sadly, I feel like because of it's not clear. Yeah. We'll have to go than we planned. Yeah. So what are some twin mites that you guys think we should debunk? Yeah, we have some here though. There's some that we wrote some down. Yeah. Is twins, do twins have telepathy? Of course, I feel like every twins have telepathy. Even siblings have telepathy. I feel like when you're close with people, or when you live with people, you get to a stage whereby you pick up on each other's thoughts, each other's character, and how you do so. But I feel like it's more special and more intense when it comes to identical twins or when it comes to twins in general. There's just this telepathy because we experience life the same way, we do things the same way. So it's easier for us to always, like, sometimes my mom don't even get surprised, because if you ask my sister some questions why I was not there, if you later ask me, I'm still going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like if you ask us for like a favorite color, or if you ask us like, okay, pick a random number, there's a probability that we might pick
The same
the
number.
same number, but it is not 100%.
It's not 100% true.
True.
Yeah, because not like maybe we feel maybe whatever she's thinking right now, and I will be thinking about it like immediately. Yeah, we
Probably.
may have. No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying that okay, now maybe you're thinking maybe I want to go to the toilet. Will I have like, oh, she says she's going to the toilet? No, not that way. Or maybe you feel like, oh, my stomach is hurting right now, and I will be like, oh, I think she said no. It's
But I
not
think
in
that
that way.
actually,
It's not.
it
I'm not
actually
like saying that
happens.
it's not. Yeah, it's actually.
But it's just that it's not every
That's why I say it's
thought.
not 100%.
Yeah.
True, but like for twins it's more intense. That's why I said, like you said, like we can both think of the same thing at the same time, but not like the way people try to envision it, like, oh, maybe you're outside there and be like, well, I want to eat burger and beans, and I'm like, okay, you need burger and beans, then it's done. You don't understand, like,
Yeah,
not in that way.
that's why I
that
said it's
people-
not 100% true. But most of the time, even though there's sometimes whereby I'm kind of feeling like a stomach cramps, and I was about to talk, and she would just say, "I'm feeling stomach cramps." It happened. It actually happened yesterday.
Yeah.
When we were eating, I was like, "I'm feeling stomach," and we both finished that sentences together, and we're like, "Oh my god!" So you're feeling the same thing as I was feeling. And then sometimes I might want to use the toilet, or I want to go somewhere, and she also wants to use the toilet, or want to go somewhere. So we stand up at the same time, and we're like, "Okay, what's happening?" But not every time. Like I wouldn't say it's under. For example, I feel like if you want to test me and you twin telepathy, I feel like we kind of fail at that, because I feel like because you are trying to make us. That's why I said like it's something that we do unconsciously. Because so if you try to force us, like, to say, okay, let me see if you have, maybe because of that nervousness or something, because it's not coming natural, we might tend to not even pick up the same thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe something, it might be similar in some aspect, but it might not be.
That's why I said that for twins, the telepathy is always like intense, and it's not even something that we plan or work on. That's why I said that maybe if you guys are like, oh, what's the sister thinking right now? You don't understand. Like it might be together, but it's every time.
I feel like when it comes to
be
the telepathy, I feel like we think most we can actually have, like, maybe let me say 70%. But when it comes to reading each other's mind, I don't think that
exactly that's what I want to say. Like
I don't think that one will be like, maybe that one will be 50-50.
Or like feeling each other's pain. Like the pain sometimes, yeah, maybe like emotionally. I feel like that one we can actually feel it, but not like you slapping. Maybe someone slapped my sister when she's not with me, and you feel like I have to feel it in my cheek. Oh my god, someone slapped her.
No. When it comes to like a very
emotional,
there are a lot of things like that. So I feel like we're able to tell you more about that. So let us know if you also feel we are right, or if you also feel we are wrong. If you're a twin, because I feel like only a twin can actually judge what we're talking about.
Yeah, do look exactly alike.
Yeah, and no, because we have fraternal twins and we have identical twins. So we can't say all twins look alike, and we can't say all twins don't look alike. So it depends on
and I think even as a fraternal twins, there's always something about them that's always alike. It might be the facial expression. You don't understand, like not even like physically, or the hair, the nose. There'll be one part of their features.
But when it comes to like looking alike, not every twins look alike, and not every twins do not look alike. So I feel like it's 50-50.
Because there's some fraternal twins that also look alike.
Yeah, there's some fraternal they are even more identical than identical twins, and you'll be so surprised when you're like, oh my god, you guys look identical. They're like, oh no, we're fraternal twins. And we've seen some identical twins where they'll be like, they're identical twins, and the similarity is not really that much.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why you come across some twins, and you're like, I'll come across some fraternal twins. They are like male and female, and they have this kind of same expression. Maybe when talking, you don't understand. Like maybe I'm talking about facial expression, and you'll be like, oh my god, look, they look so much like the way they.
The most funniest part is that I've seen some, fraternal twins. We have like 2 boys, 2 girls, but mostly sometimes we classify fraternal as a boy and a girl. But I've seen a boy and a girl that they are twin, and they look so much alike, and it's so crazy because how the girl was able to have that replica face of a male, like she doesn't, just like as if she has a male version of her. So twins do look alike, and at the same time,
I feel like sometimes twins don't have the same eyes. Some twins
don't have
the same eyes.
Yes, and some don't even have the same eye color.
Some twins come across some twins that don't have the same eye color.
You can see them on TikTok, whereby one of the twin has
blue eyes, and the second one they are
it's
girls where
possible.
one has only one
And
blue
they are
eyes,
and then
and they're
identical.
identical.
Wow.
And one has only one blue eyes, and the other one has just one blue and one black eye. While the second one has two blue eyes.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's very unique.
we came across them on TikTok.
Maybe I've forgotten.
Yeah, and I just said the some. You know, do you remember some twins like that it's very long when we're in high school? Then there are two boys. When they are like very two complete.
Yeah,
people.
like one is taller than the other.
Yeah.
Like you thought maybe the other one is older than
The other one.
one. It was when they asked like they are twins. I was like,
This
twins.
is not.
This is it's not even.
They don't like one is dark, one is fair, one is tall, one is short. Like they are
One
like
is
opposite.
chubby,
They are
one
like
is-
singular and poor. I don't know
yeah.
how like what an opposite. Yeah.
And I'm the same egg that fertilized them or just different egg. But you know that's just the wonders of God.
God, yeah. Do twins always think the same way?
The twins always think the same way.
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time, but not every time.
Yeah, that's just
And-
like 70-30.
And I feel like,
Like
it
the
depends,
30%.
it depends again on the bond that the twins have.
Yeah.
So twins, you know, I've had some twins whereby I don't know, due to their parents' decision or choices, they didn't allow them grow up as twins. Whereby they were being splitted in a lot of things, like some would say they didn't study together in the same college, some would be like this and that. But I feel like I'm not saying that does not mean they will not still think alike.
Yeah.
It might just be in a little bit. Okay, for example, I've seen some
Like
twins that
have
have
different hobbies.
different hobbies that don't have the same taste when it comes to like fashion sense and all that, because they definitely put on different outfits. But my sister and I, we mostly put on the same outfits. So maybe because we grow up more as a twin, so we have like we kind of like think alike. And I think it's not even about the parents. Sometimes it's when twins grow up.
Yeah.
It depends. Like my sister and I now, when we're young, normal our parents is gonna dress us definitely the same way. But when we started growing up, like into our like teenager stage, you know, that's when we're trying to pick. But I feel like my sister and I, we have more similarities than differences. And some twins don't have that actually. But I feel like most twins definitely have. Like my sister and I will fall in love with the same thing. Not because we are twins, like on personal individual parts.
Yeah, you know,
Like-
when we grew up, we expected that maybe some of our things are going to change, you know, because when we are seeing teenagers, we're like, you don't really know your choices, you don't even know your preferences. But the more you grow up, we realize that we still like the same thing. Though it might not go, for example, sometimes my sister might show me some outfits like online, and I'm like, no, I don't like this because of maybe the weight. And she'll be like, oh, I just love it. But it was not like I don't like it, but maybe the love that she has for that outfit is like 100%. Why the love I have for it is just like maybe like 70%.
And it's kind of crazy that whenever we go shopping, maybe it was me that went to the shopping first. Like even if she's not there, whatever I pick, so very pleased that she definitely like it. Like I don't want it to ask her.
I don't think there's anything we've ever like separately. That one's like, no, I don't like it. No.
So that's why I said we have like this. That's why I said our similarities much more than differences.
Because even though sometimes if my sister went out alone, or if I go out alone and she called me or I call her and she's like, oh my god, I saw this outfit or I saw this beautiful slide, should I get it? I don't really even judge her perception. I'll be like, the only thing I'll just say, is it good? And she said,
I'll be like, do you like it?
Maybe that's what I wanted to say. Maybe I didn't just phrase it. I'll be like, oh my god. I'll be like, is it good? And if she said, oh, it's good, I'll say, do you like it? Do you feel like it's fine? I'll say, so if you feel like it's fine, just take it. Because I'm like, I respect. Is it respect?
Yeah.
What?
You definitely for sure that if I like it or if I love it, you also love it as well.
So I feel like twins think alike and some twins don't think alike.
Yeah.
They have like opposites.
Different. I saw some identical twins that they don't have the same fashion sense.
Yeah.
They don't like putting their preferences is different.
Yeah, it's not even about putting on the same outfit.
Yeah,
but they just don't think alike. When it
yeah.
comes to even decision making and things like that, they don't. But
But
when it comes to my sister and I, trust me, it's
you
crazy.
know, like it's so crazy. Like I was telling one particular time, why is it that whenever my mom is having like a discussion with both of us, you don't know, like I've never seen like maybe she's asking us for like advice or like telling us something like, man, why is that? Well, let's have the same reaction. Like he was like angry, we both be angry at the same time.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll be like, oh, this thing is good. We both have the
like
same thing.
the way we kind of like, for example, if someone calls us and say, okay, they want to have a discussion with us, if that person is talking, there's a way that my sister and I, if we're angry, like it's like both of us will be angry. It's
And
not like
automatically, immediately, we have that kind of person, and if we are happy, like instantly, we are
yeah, it's not
smiling.
like maybe one person is having a discussion, one person like yeah, the person like hell nah. No, we're not like that. We are
maybe
just like
the anger might just be more intensified,
yeah,
or than the other, or the happiness or the facial expression of the happiness might be more intense than the other. For example, maybe maybe one of us is already shining like this, and the other one just like yeah. So I think it goes both ways.
yeah. Twins finish each other's sentence all the time.
I think we already said that before.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll really stay more long on this one, because I feel like
It's normal. My sister and I, unconsciously, we do finish each other's sentences a lot. Like if you look back at most of our live videos, we do finish it.
Even on our normal long form videos,
yeah.
it happens whereby, even though sometimes when we're editing some especially our long form videos, when we're editing it out, and we notice those places whereby we finish each other's sentences, or we are like I tend to always like leave that place out. I don't cut it out, even though if it's not part of the video. But sometimes we have no choice to cut some part out, and we're always like laughing and smiling.
Yeah, I think it's just always happen unconsciously. That's why I said that most of the time we think the same way. It's just like a twin telepathy, whereby you just like, oh my god.
I feel like mostly, even when we're talking, sometimes we finish each other's.
Only twins understand each other. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, even as a fraternal or whatsoever twins, we are actually the one that understand each other well.
Yeah, I feel like this month that you have with your twin sister that you will never have with anybody else, because it's just like she's I was actually speaking with a friend yesterday, and I said something which sometimes you when you're thinking, you're writing something or you're sending a message, I said most of the time, because my sister and I, we actually we're actually together. So when I'm like talking to a friend, oh my god, we needed a friend, something like that, they're like, oh my god, you guys are twins, you already have each other, so why do you want a
Why do you want a
friend?
friend?
Why do you want a friend? And I'll be like, the funniest part is that I see my sister as a part of me. I don't see her as an individual. That's the craziest part. So when you're saying, oh, why do you want a friend, my sister and I feel like we are like two bodies in one soul. It's just
one soul in two bodies.
Yeah, one soul. Yeah, sorry, one soul's in two bodies. Yeah, that's why I said two bodies in one soul. That's what I said. So like it's like split into two. So when I'm saying that, it's still like I'm seeing myself. Like that's why when we went on the show whereby they told us to face each other and start.
It looked awkward.
Because I'm like, it's just like me staring at myself,
or me talking to myself, like asking me like, how do you feel like being a twin?
So I mean, so I was like, oh my god, this now they are supposed to do it, because that we weren't able to like express ourselves freely, because I'm like, it's not just a question we already know, and you're saying we should
keep talking to ourselves
about it. So I feel like that's one thing about
and I feel like whenever like anything happen, I tend to understand her more, like, or maybe someone talk like, oh, your sister did this, and I'll definitely be like, if she definitely reacted that way, then you're be the one to do something. Or if she definitely no, then definitely like
if you're outside, we tend to quickly get each other's emotion. Like if my sister is uncomfortable, without her not telling me, I quickly knows. And if she's happy, we quickly know. So it's so crazy that even sometimes when if we can't use our facial expression to like tell each other that, oh my god, are you okay? We type, and it's just the same thing we type, like, oh my god, do you feel like we should start going?
Like we feel the same way.
I feel like we're joining these things, let's just wait for some while. So
yeah, it's only to understand each other, like it's just like having like a language that no one understands. That twins are born to be in the same career or hobby. I feel like I have a lot of things to talk about this. That's what I think we mentioned it earlier. My sister and I, we grow up liking like individually. When we started going to the same college, understand, like when during our high school days, we have like, I don't know, maybe it's like that for every school pass, whereby you have like 3 years in junior and 3 years in senior in high school. So during going to senior, we actually have to take some tests. That's when maybe you be in the science class, arts or commercial class.
You didn't express that place very well. When you're going to the senior, when you're upgrading to senior, you have like 3 years that you spend in junior before you go to. There's the science class is the strictest. Like
that's what I'm explaining to them. That's why I said I asked it category one.
I'm not telling them that the science class is the strictest, but continue so that I'm like
so when we're going there, so you have to take like a test if you're going to the science class.
That's what I was saying.
Or even the arts actually do have some tests, but it's not like
But
more
no,
strict like with the science. Like, but like for the commercial aspect, them they don't have any tests. You can just go there for like free. But
you can just, they'll tell you to pick. Well, I don't know, maybe they're still doing it like that now.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're going into the senior, so a lot of teachers were telling us like, oh, bring like different
Courses,
department, like, oh, one of it should be in science, one of it should be in art
or commercial.
Yeah, and we're like, we both love science, not because we are twins. Like, I don't like why people classify it like, oh, just because they are twins, that's why
they're picking the same thing. Maybe some twins might actually rely on each other when it comes to those aspects, but we don't do that. We don't do that because I was like, I can't jeopardize my own happiness because of my sister, and she can't jeopardize her own happiness because of me. So we actually said, okay, we are going to science class together, and the teachers were like, no, why would you do that? Like, one of you should be an accountant, why another one of you should be a medical doctor. But we're like, okay, we want to become a medical doctor. Yeah. So like, not to just only one of us, and
like it's a passion that we both fall in love with. Like, I used to tell people, like, just because we are twins, it's just like, have you ever come across a family whereby all of them are like doctors, lawyers, and they're not twins, like they're individual, but just because it doesn't matter, oh, because my dad is a lawyer, that's why I was a lawyer. Sometimes they just pick up, or they just love that passion, and they're like, okay, that's why you see some, chain of actors, like they come from houses of directors, houses of actors, and that does not mean maybe they shall pick up the career because of the parents. Sometimes it's just like the passion whereby you're like, okay, this is just more of like an advantage, is my dad loved this or my mom loved this. So when we're about to go into the senior, they were like, a lot of people were against it. They tried to even convince us, and like, and they're like, because they are thinking maybe because we are twins, maybe that's the reason I wanted to be like on the same department. It's kind of crazy how people always feel like they want to like compare twins and separate twins. It's so crazy. Like, I don't know the fetish reason behind it, whereby when people see twins, they're always liking to compare mostly. Like they just want to try to find something to like differentiate you guys. I'm like, I think one is taller than the other. So I think one is smarter than the other. So that thing happen in career, especially where they're like, no, we can't put them in the same department. No, we can't allow them sit together. Like, I feel like one thing that always goes through their mind is that as twins, whenever you say you want to do the same thing, they're feeling like one is like you're patronizing our own happiness for the other. You just wanted to be wherever our twins is. But like for my sister and I, it's very, very different. We have different hobbies. Like, we have things that we both pick differently that we both love. But as I said, that like out of 100, our similarities is like 99. Why the 1% is what is different? And that 1% actually comes out more. Like, it's very unique. Whereby you know that this, okay, they have these differences. So we actually did the test. Like, we actually both sat down for the exam, like exam or test, and we both passed. And they were so surprised because, and it's true that we did the test. Yeah, we did it twice. I feel like almost like 400 or 300 candidates, like students then, first wrote the first exam, and I think like almost a lot of 300 like, failed. They were being cut off. So we only remain like 150 or 100. I think 150. I can't remember. 150 or 100, but I know that when we did the second test, 100, we only 100 tests for the science class. And when they were calling out names for those that passed, the teachers are so funny now, because thinking about it, I feel like they're so funny. So they first called out, I don't know, it was your name they called out first. I can't remember. I know that they called one of us name out first, and they started calling other candidates, and I'm like, oh my god, my sister didn't pass. So what happened? But we were both sure of this. Only for them to, after calling like 6 names after mine or after us, they called out. We are so happy, and the teachers were like, oh my god, you guys did it, and you actually. I feel like that's one thing I don't like. And whenever, like, I don't know, maybe you remember that when we were about to submit that test, they actually made us submit it separately. Yes, and we're not able to sit down together. And separated us. They didn't allow us sit down together. So because they're thinking, oh my god, one is going to fail. So they actually, separated us, and we actually put them wrong, because most of the time when we're in school. And mama gonna give her light.
That is with her.
Okay. It's because of the way.
When she said,
So most of the time, when my sister and I were still in, like, should I say kindergarten or elementary school, Is it elementary? Yeah,
I think elementary.
They didn't allow us sit in the same class for you to know how bad it
I feel like
was.
no, we actually they allow us at first, but because me and you are both, I think is it fighting? They said we are fighting or somehow.
No,
I don't know.
The teacher could not differentiate us.
Yes, they couldn't differentiate us, so they have to
And they
separate.
said, like, for example, maybe when they call, I don't have much memory of that as people. I knew that it was more of like a twin something. Maybe whereby when they call one of us, the
both of us
answers. So they
and
have
if
to
they
split
beat
us.
one, the other one will start crying as well.
Yeah, so they have to split us in elementary school.
Yeah.
Well, I think we are like in nursery 2. Yeah, nursery 2.
Yeah.
Nursery 2 or nursery 1.
I think that's like grade 1 or grade 2 now. I don't know.
No, it's not grade 2.
Is it grade 1?
No, it's not grade 1. I think that's I say like in
Like
that
KG,
1, like KG.
But we actually went back together because we couldn't even concentrate because we were
Yeah.
both crying like I want to see my sister, I want to see my sister.
No, but I feel like till we graduated to grade 1. We are both in different classes.
Yeah.
But I think after that,
Yeah. And I feel like just because to prove some people wrong, like most of one went.
and when we got to even like grade 1 or grade 2, we weren't even allowed again to sit in the same seat.
I can't remember that.
Primary school, when we were in primary school. Until grade, they didn't allow us to sit in the same seat.
We're not sitting down together.
Sitting down together. So we now pick up that habit of trying to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
So anytime we are like in the class, we don't sit in the same.
I feel like in our high school we sat down.
Yeah, but throughout elementary school,
we never sat
down together.
I think even though we wanted to, but
they kind of separate us.
I don't know why they just have it in their mind like, oh, one has to be more like the other.
Yeah.
Or maybe like one is copying the other one. So when we got to high school, we are like more mature then. When we got to high school, that's when I stand. And whenever we're having test or exam, we never pick the same questions.
And I feel like when we were first in like junior high school, we never sat down even at the same place.
Yeah,
we never sat down.
Our first year.
Yeah, junior, we never. But when we were in senior, I feel like we are more mature, and I feel like we've already
know what we want.
What we know, so we are always like together.
The teachers are just like, well, this one's.
They just give up at the end of the day. You know what? Like, let's just leave them together. But during our elementary and during our junior high school, we are not allowed to sit down together. Even when we sat down, they'll separate us. I'm like, no, you don't sit down there, you can't sit down there. And you know, we're always infuriated. I'm like, okay, what do you want? Like,
I feel like that's why I said that I just one thought that I don't like when people have it. Like,
that's what I said.
Just like them having like, oh, one has to be like this. And throughout our high school, even when we're in junior, we never picked the same question and we both passed.
And the funniest part is that we both have like the same marks. Whereby if one of us is like, sometimes it's equal, and sometimes it's just like 1 mark
or 2 marks
difference. For example, I might be like 98 and she's like 96, and sometimes she might be like 98 and I'm like 96. So it's like almost like the same thing.
They can call one person dull.
Yeah, they can't say one is dull or one is smarter than the other.
Yeah,
you can't say that
both smart.
Like we are both like the same IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just different ways. We kind of use it in different ways at times. Yeah. But we have like the same IQ.
Yeah. So that's that. We'll do another one maybe when. I
feel like maybe tomorrow we might upload a video on our TikTok. I feel like we are banning our short videos. So if you are a fan from our short videos, we are so sorry. We have to take that break because right now our long form video is not performing well. So it's like because I feel like the short form actually ruined our long form video. So since then we are like, we're not going to post on short videos again. Maybe during Ramadan time we will actually start posting.
I feel like after Ramadan time it's going to be like a give me that word, like when you do something repeatedly every
it's gonna be like a routine.
Yeah, like is it no? I don't. But let me just use the routine. Like every Ramadan, definitely we're going to be doing Ramadan content.
Yeah, Ramadan. Like it's even like our favorite.
Yeah.
When it comes to
like if someone asked me that was my best year what was my best month of the year, I will always pick Ramadan.
And like it's just have this vibe
like
that is unmatched.
Yeah.
So but for now we're not posting, but we are trying to post because I feel like we're trying to post on a long form video definitely maybe tomorrow or so this topic that we actually did, we actually post on TikTok whereby we stand down again like this and just do like a 10-minute videos on TikTok and post.
Okay.
Just for our TikTok fan, like about this, like this.
Yeah.
Just for our TikTok fan. And we'll find a topic again to actually talk again to on our long form videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this.
And if you're able to stay from the beginning to the end, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for listening to our voice. Even though the video, the live might not be really clear, but very soon whenever we get a stable Wi-Fi, we're gonna be coming every time.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone that has been here. We have our OGs people.
Big shout out to Double Roses Twins, Red Paper, Chris, Layla.
I think she has changed her name now.
Layla.
Yes, isn't Layla? Like she's been Kiki also.
I mean, big shout out to her. She's one of the people that commented on all our videos.
Yeah.
Big shout out. I feel like we'll never forget those people that actually started with us from scratch.
And what's the name of them? There's one person more. Is it Red Paper? No, it's not
Red Paper. Abdullah,
Makoye. There's yeah, let's come to our comment section and say, no, you guys should go live today.
That's Chris. I mentioned it. Chris. Yeah, that's Chris.
Is it Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
So I still remember that.
I still remember like that. Yeah,
when we started our live.
Yeah, they were the one that made live stream more fun for us. And I'm not gonna lie, they were actually people that actually made us fall in love with YouTube Live.
Yeah,
they're actually the people that made us fall in love, because when we came, they actually interacted with us. They made us, I'm not gonna lie, they kept saying, come on live, come on live, come on live. But then we have not really get the scope of YouTube Live then. So we are unable to come consistently like now.
Yeah.
But shout out to all of them. Yeah. You guys
are the best.
Yeah.
That's the best. We love you guys.
So guys, see you in our next live stream.